whatever. Right, bittersweet today, Jim. An improvement performance, I thought. Overall, we looked a bit sharper. But it's that old defensive lapses again. Gave them 2 goals. Came back well towards the end. I thought Luke Callender probably had his best game. He looked fit, he held the ball up, he brought people in. Your views?
Yeah, exactly that. I thought that both sides were quite evenly matched today. I thought it was a good side. Dereham, they've got a big side, they've got pace, they're well drilled. I mean, we had to make a load of changes today because of people falling ill last night, getting injured late on. And overall, I was really pleased with the performance. I thought we battled probably better than we have for the majority of games this year. Worked hard, but you're right, the goals we conceded were, again, very disappointing. And again, it's like a broken record, isn't it? You know, we've got to stop doing that. But how can I don't know? I can't legislate for that. You know, we changed the system, went to a 4, and I thought we looked more solid, despite obviously we had to play a couple of people out of position. But the second goal, you know, Kingy has tried to lever the ball clear when all he could have just done is just like chipped it clear, and it's gone straight to them, and they bury it when it was easier to clear lines. And the first goal, I think, a little bit unlucky, great save from Dan. He's come back out. I think it's come off of one of our guys' knees maybe to them, and they've buried it. But yeah, again, 2 poor goals we've given away, and we have to work hard for our goals, and we 2 quality goals from us, and we have to work hard for ours.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, going to a back 4, I think there was more security there. We looked more solid. It's just unfortunate the injury to Lewis. How is he?
It's a common thing. He's got a bit of a weakness in his shoulder. It happened earlier in the season. He was fine within a few days. So touch wood, because you know we've got Jack McQueen out injured. We've got Ash out injured. Obviously, if he's out injured as well, you know, it leaves us quite short defensively. When we've got, you know, arguably the best side of the league next week, Morden away next Saturday. But we've got a week to recover, yeah, I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, Stan I thought did well at the back, had a solid game. Yeah, we just looked sharper all round, and we could have. I don't normally mention officials, but I think we have to. We have to ask questions of the official.
Well, I think we do, because I was just saying to you before we started, Kev started filming, you know, their manager is in the referee's dressing room at half time. I've never heard of that in 17 years of managing. I think I've only been in the referee's changing room back 2 or 3 times after the game in 17 years, because they won't entertain it. And as he's coming out, I said to the referee, sorry, but you know, you won't give us anything this half. He's in your ear, and subconsciously, you ain't gonna give us anything. No, I won't. No, I won't. Well, how can a guy catch the ball? He's just been booked, this lad, as well, hasn't he? He's caught the ball. That's a yellow card. I mean, deliberate handball is a yellow card. And when I've asked him afterwards, he said he heard a beeping from me, and so he was mistaken. Well, sorry, but there's a difference between a beep and a referee's whistle. He's had you over, honestly. Listen, referees have got a tough job to do, but that, in my opinion, is just an embarrassingly poor decision from the referee, and questions should be asked of him as to why he's allowing their manager into the referee's room at half time.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to come on. Surely he's got to answer that to the league, because that should not be happening. We need to mark him down as low as we possibly can, and then see what happens as a result of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same for both sides, because they were coming off complaining they should have had a penalty in the first half. I didn't see it myself, but all you're asking for is consistency.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was good for both sides. You know,
No.
You know, it was just the main. It was just the main decisions he got wrong. I think he was. I don't know if he was supposed to be the referee for today or not, or that's to bring him in because it's on a Sunday. I don't know, but yeah, he got the major decisions wrong. Other than that, you know, he's a pleasant guy. He done his best, but today, you know, you can't let that happen. You cannot let an opposing manager or even me in their dressing room at half time, because you are going to influence him for the remainder of the game.
Yeah. On the injury front, Jim, how was our injury list?
Yeah, well, it's not looking good, is it? So Jack McQueen has got a shoulder injury. I'm hopeful he'll be fit for next Saturday, but that's 50-50. Stan is suspended for next weekend because they're sending off against Romford. Ashley Miller probably won't be available next weekend. Connor Martin probably will be because he was sick in the night, so that's a bug he's got, so he'd be there. And then we're 50-50 with Lewis Clark, so literally we're down to about 3 defenders at the moment, which, bear in mind, we're conceding goals when we've got them all there. It might be a tough arse next week against Malden. We'll have to come up with something ingenious and see if we can get away with it. But yeah, the injury list is getting quite long. I mean, we put a 7-day in for another defender yesterday at another club, and he went and broke his nose yesterday. So whether or not, you know, perhaps I should steer clear of any defenders.
That's right. Possibility we may be back in the FA Trophy. We can't say too much about it. We've got to let the FA. But that gives, hopefully, that will give us a little bit of a boost, something to work on. Hitching Town away. I think they're Southern
Prem, Central, they are. Yeah. I mean, first and foremost, we've got to wait and see what happens. You know, Bedfont. You know, on the day Bedfont beat us fairly and squarely, didn't they? Beat us very comfortably, if I'm honest. So it'd be gut wrenching for them if they get kicked out, as it was for us when we got kicked out of the FA Cup. You know, so we'll wait and see what the FA what decision they have to make. We know how bad it is, and I don't really know. We don't really know the circumstances behind it. But you know, if he's an eligible player similar to what we had, then I think, you know, you can be gutted, aren't you, for him. But if we get back in, which if they do get expelled, we should do because the game was postponed yesterday, so Hitchin will probably play us. It'd be a big lift for us. Yeah, you know, it really would be. But you know, going back to what we're saying, if he's going to be played next Saturday, then we're still struggling around because George wouldn't be eligible either. So you know, we'd be scratching around for an 11, I think. But regardless, it's wait and see what happens.
Yeah. I thought George took his goal well today. That was a typical George Purcell goal, wasn't it? Drifted across the box and drilled it past the keeper. He's going to be an asset, and I think once Luke gets fully fit, which he's fast approaching that now, he's going to be able to work off him, gives us another option up front, which is the reason you signed him, obviously, to replace Tony, because he's a similar sort of player. And I thought you did really well. For me, he was my man of the match.
Yeah, I was. Well, I wasn't surprised Carlos got here because he wins it every week, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Over here, but I thought Kelly done very, very well today. Done extremely well. Like you say, his fitness level is getting better. I don't think Stokesy's too far off. I reckon Stokesy will be back in full training in about 2 weeks' time.
Really?
Yeah. So you know, he's looking. Yeah, that's looking good for us. And then, you know, with that front line, you know, we should then kick on again.
Competition for places.
Cool series. But you know, the fact of the matter is, I think we're the league's top goal scorers. But you know, we have to score 3 or 4 every game to win a game of football at the moment. Yeah. Winners today, if we'd only conceded the one, I think we'd have probably gone on and won that game. Yeah.
Another plus, of course, Jim, is our fitness came through. I thought at the end because we were pressing well last season. 2-1, that could have been 3 or 4-1. So we can see that your work is paying dividends. On another matter, we were both watching the reserves yesterday, and it was good to see them, some good young players.
Really pleased with them. I mean, 6-2 against a team I think was in 5th place at the time. There's goals in the reserves. There's some really good, strong young lads out there, and Phil and Eric and everyone else is involved with reserves are schooling them really well. And we had 2 of them here today, and fair play to both Warren and Cole. I mean, Cole came on today, as we saw as well, and you know, they played 90 minutes yesterday, and yet when I picked up the phone to them and said, can you come over, they was like, yeah, no problems at all. They want to play first team down here, as do the majority of reserves as well. So, you know, looking forward, there's some very good players in that reserves who, you know, if they keep doing well, at some point we'll probably, you know, should be knocking on my door, really, shouldn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, mate.
Yeah, cheers guys, thank you.
Yeah,
cheers.
Thanks.